By the end of this video, you will have a clear understanding on ways you can make money with no money to start with, all from the comfort of your own home. And keep in mind, all right, all the ways I'm gonna suggest to you, don't take any money at all to start off with, all right? So the very first way that I'm gonna recommend is mining cryptocurrency, all right? And hear me out, all right? Watch it to the end. All right, so for those of y'all who are not familiar with cryptocurrency, I'm gonna just read off a basic definition. So the definition: decentralized digital money designed to be used over the internet. All right, by now I'm sure you've heard of Bitcoin, Litecoin, and even Dogecoin. Now the most popular is Bitcoin, and it was started in 2008. All right, and it's for sure the biggest and best well known. Now the idea is basically similar to stocks. All right, you're buying low and then selling high. However, the game isn't always to sell, because what it's about is seeing an increase, and I'll explain that more in depth for my beginners. Now I could explain it from the perspective of a whole Bitcoin. However, it's not realistic, as a whole Bitcoin is valued at about 50,000 right now, and not most of us have that to just throw into cryptocurrency. But just for theory, I know we're not trying to spend any money, but like only for example purpose, you could buy $100 worth of Bitcoin right now, and that's going to be 0.0020 worth of Bitcoin. And remember, it's valued at 50K. If the Bitcoin price was to increase to 100K, then your $100 worth of Bitcoin will then double to $200. Now, of course, there's way more to it than that, but overall, that's how it works. Now, there are coins that are valued way less than Bitcoin, and here's where we shine when we don't have any money to start with, because you can do something called mine these coins, all right? And with the smaller coins, you actually get free coin in exchange for mining. Now, all that's required to mine is a computer. If you have an old computer laying around, you can definitely use that. However, it does take a little bit of electricity. I'm not gonna lie to you there. Now, I don't recommend mining Bitcoin, as my boy Financial Wolf computer now sounds like a lawnmower. But if you mine for the smaller coins, not only will your computer not sound like a lawnmower, but they actually give you coin in exchange for mining. And before you say, bro, I don't want any of the smaller coins, just think about this. Back when I first turned down Bitcoin, when one of my first friends said, hey bro, you need to buy some Bitcoin, they were valued at $1. And if I had any foresight to even just put $5 in, then bro, I would have today about $250,000. So go mine some of those free coins if you can, because it definitely does not take any money to start doing that. The next way I'm gonna recommend is sell spare stuff on eBay. All right, now eBay makes it really easy to get rid of your spare stuff, and let me explain. You can search anything on eBay and it's selling. So you're probably thinking like, bro, nobody wants my old video game collection on eBay. You're wrong. I can guarantee you they're definitely selling on eBay right now. See, what you have to realize is whether it's a collector or somebody who wants this item who doesn't have this type of store in their area, what you deem as junk will sell on eBay. All right, now here's a pro tip, all right? I want you to go look in your garage or go look at your old stuff you don't use anymore, right? And I want you to type that item into eBay. And then what I want you to do is filter and go to the sold tab and find how much it's selling for. People make the mistake of looking at what something is listed for instead of looking at what it's consistently selling for. So that's even used clothes you can't fit. I know we sold a bunch of my wife's old purses, just any type of junk that you have in your house. Before you throw it out, see if it can be sold on eBay. That's another way that I came up with a bunch of cash to start several different other side hustles. So it doesn't take any money to start doing that. Definitely consider selling on eBay. The very next way I'm gonna recommend is freelance services, all right? And this is true to me, and it hits home for me because before I did YouTube, before I sold sneakers, phones, everything, I was a freelance graphic designer, and I technically still am. Now, freelance services and graphic design specifically has literally taken me from $0 to $800 in the matter of a weekend sometimes. Now, what that basically means is it doesn't have to be graphic design. It can be writing, it can be video editing, whatever you want to do. I know what you're thinking, like, bro, I don't know how to do any of those things. However, in today's world, you can hop on YouTube and pretty much learn any of these skills, any of these services. You just have to literally ask yourself, what what could I see myself charging people for? Now, I'm gonna give you another pro tip, all right? It's gonna take you about a month to get good at whatever it is to the point where you can charge people. However, if you're sitting around and you can't leave home anyway, then why not teach yourself a good skill? I'm gonna recommend graphic design because it was easy for me to learn, but some people learn video editing, some people learn copywriting. There's all type of freelance services. A place that I'm gonna recommend you learn these is number one, YouTube University. You can get on Udemy, you can get on Lynda, which is now owned by LinkedIn, and learn anything you want to nowadays. Another way that I'm gonna recommend is print on demand, all right? Now I personally have a soft spot in my heart for this too, because as you've seen in another video, I used Etsy to do this and it didn't cost me anything to start. But the gist of it is I would take royalty-free images, all right? And you can get them off of Pexels, anything, and it can be animals, landscapes, you name it. Use print on demand services, okay? Get them printed onto a shirt, a canvas, a mug, and then it will ship out to the customer, all right? Now I personally sold canvas art, and once again, I had an advantage because I was a graphic designer, so I was able to take two of the skills that I mentioned today and merge them into another hustle that didn't take anything out of my pocket to start up with. Now, here's the way it works. There's print on demand providers, right? And that's places like Printful, Printify, all right? And they charge a set rate, right? They charge me, let's say, 20 bucks per canvas to print my design and ship it to my customer. So me, on my Etsy store, I charged, depending on the size, I charged $30. So when I got the $30, I would pay the print on demand supplier, and then the supplier would ship it out, and then I got to pocket the leftover, $13, however much the profit was. But you pretty much get how it works. Print on demand can definitely work that way, and the business model that I used to do that was Etsy, and once again, bro, it did not cost me nothing to start. Now, once again, people like photos of beaches, animals, lions. If you know a Leo, they have to have a lion in their house somewhere. But I said that to say royalty-free image places like Pexels and places like that actually have these beautiful images that are free to use for everybody. And so if you can use those images to be printed and market them right and sell them to the right people and use a platform like Etsy or maybe eBay, you can definitely do that. And honestly, I'm gonna be really candid with you. I would still be doing that if I hadn't got banned from Etsy, and I have another video explaining that. Another way that I'm gonna recommend you make money with no money to start is what I'm doing right now, and that's being a YouTuber. YouTube isn't really a fast hustle, and I will admit that it's not fast. However, it doesn't take any money to start. All it takes is your time. Now, if you're really good at what you do, then this can happen really fast, because I've seen channels get monetized in no time. But let me tell you how any ordinary person could do it, all right? In this method, you don't even really have to show your face. Now, there are these type of videos, all right? And they're called commentary videos. And what these videos do is they take clips compiled from other places, and then you just add your voice or commentary over it. So they have those top 10 commentary channels where they just do the top 10 anything. They have commentary video gaming channels, they have commentary sports channels, politics, you name it. Now, once again, I mentioned a place like Pexels. You can get royalty-free pictures and images to put on your videos as a slideshow or whatever while your voice is playing, and you can monetize that content. Also, if you have a camera phone, you can shoot your own sort of stock footage to play while your voice is talking. As far as video editing, you can also use your phone to do that. If you don't have a microphone, you can use your phone. A phone pretty much today is sufficient to get a YouTube channel started. And while it's common knowledge that you need 1 million views to make any type of money on YouTube, that's just simply not true. Depending on what niche you're in, you can make way more as advertisers pay more for better audiences. So if you're in the education space, for instance, then you will make a decent amount and you don't have to have 1 million views doing so. Now, while making money with no money is difficult, it's definitely possible, all right? Check out this video right here. It's actually a challenge of me taking $100 and flipping it into more money by using sneaker reselling, all right? Thank y'all for tuning into this video. Love everybody out there. Let's get it.